Decode Australia. Today is Tuesday, September the 1st, 2020. My name is Tamer.
And I'm Laura.
And we're going to be starting off with the Aussie USD technical analysis.
The Australian dollar rose against the US dollar on Tuesday for the seventh straight day, increasing the price of AUDUSD pair to more than 0.7300, ahead of the Australian gross domestic product news. The technical bias remained bullish since the price of AUDUSD marked a higher high in the recent upside move.
You know, the Aussie USD is currently trading around the 73.74 level. This price may come across the following major resistance levels. At resistance 1, you'll find the 74.67, which is a horizontal resistance. At resistance 2, you'll find the psychological number of 75. And finally, the third resistance is 76.35, which is the high of June 14, way back in 2017. Now, on the downside, the Aussie US will find the following support levels. If you look at the chart closely, you'll find a 73.05, which is the lower trend line arm. At the second support, you'll find the even number of 72, which is the confluence of a trend line and the psychological number. Now, at the support 3, you'll find a 71.35, which is the low of August 20, 2020. The technical bias remains bullish as long as the 76.07, which is the 23.6 Fibonacci level, which is also a major horizontal support line if it remains intact.
The Australian Bureau of Statistics is scheduled to release data concerning the Australian gross domestic product news. According to consensus, the Australian GDP registered a figure of negative 6% this quarter as compared to negative 0.3% reading in the quarter before. The GDP figure reflects an estimated value of overall services and products produced within the Australian jurisdiction over the due course of time. The GDP figure is considered a key economic indicator since it shows the economic health of the country. Generally speaking, a rising trend impacts the AUD-USD positively and suggests a bullish market for the pair ahead and vice versa.
So, in conclusion, considering the overall price movement for the Aussie-USD over the last few days, buying the pair around the previously mentioned support levels may be a rational decision.
The euro extended gains against the US dollar on Tuesday, increasing the price of euro-USD to more than 1.1900. Ahead of the US ADP employment change news, the technical bias remained bullish since the price of EURUSD printed a higher high in the recent upside move.
The euro-USD is currently trading around the 1.1939, and you'll find the following resistance levels. Now, at resistance 1, looking at the chart, you'll find a 1.11966, which is a major horizontal resistance. The second resistance is a psychological number of 1.2 even. And then third resistance is the 1.2025, which is the upper trend line arm. Okay, on the downside, the following support levels is something you need to keep an eye on. At support 1 is the 1.1882, which is the high of August 21st, 2020. Second support is at 1.118, a psychological number, and the third support is at 1.1793, which is the lower trend line arm. The technical bias is expected to remain bullish as long as 1.1673 major horizontal support area remains intact.
The U.S. Automatic Data Processing Incorporated is set to release numbers concerning the U.S. employment change news. According to economists' forecasts, the reading for the employment change remained 900K in August, as compared to 167K. Reading in the months before, the U.S. employment change data reflects a change in numbers of the people employed in the United States. The U.S. ADP employment data is considered important since it stimulates the country's economy. Generally speaking, a high reading is seen as bullish for the EURUSD and vice versa.
Okay, in conclusion, for the Euro-USD, given the price movement of the pair over the last few days, just like the Aussie-US, buying the Euro-USD near the current levels may be a good move. But just keep in mind, when trading, trade with your head, not with your heart, and only trade with what you can afford to lose. And pay close attention to risk and money management. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.